I recently came across a quote I saw on Pinterest saying that our future is hidden in our daily routine. So today I thought we could act out what my ideal everyday routine could look like and plan these last 6 months of the year in order to set ourselves up for success. So first things first is I'm doing my skincare, doing my hair, choosing a cute outfit for the day, and actually putting an effort into my looks. Hey girl! Today we are officially the 1st of June, so I thought there is like no better day than to do this video today. A mid-year reset where we are looking back on the goals we set at the beginning of the year and planning step by step how we're gonna reach them so that by the end of the year our goals come true. We have become our best self and we're just thriving. So as you saw, I've already gotten dressed, gotten ready, done my makeup, my hair. I slept in heatless curls as usual. Always love the results of that, and it makes my morning routine so much shorter, so much easier. You gotta set yourself up for success like that. Sometimes the secret to having a great day all lies in the night before. Now, we're not only just gonna be revisiting our mood board, our vision board, we're also gonna be creating a new one. I'll tell you all about that a little bit later. But I would say maybe try to act out a little bit what my perfect daily routine would look like, prepping for success basically. First things first, I already made my bed, which we love, but I do still have some other little cluttery stuff laying around on my desk, and I just really want to get rid of that random clutter laying around on my surfaces. So let's tidy that up, clean all surfaces, feel clean, feel like our space is clean so that our mind can be organized and tidy too. And one thing about me is if I'm doing any type of activity, the hair has got to be out of our face, or else it just gets a little overstimulating. We're kind of back to where we started, but I really feel like if you are trying to change your mindset, set new goals, set new habits, and become your best self, a great thing to incorporate is to always try to learn new things. And with that, the easiest way I want to say is reading books, specifically like self-help books or books that can somehow help you in your life. So I thought I would give you a few recommendations that I've read that I really enjoyed that I recommend. The first being a series. So this is the second book, but the first book is called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. I have talked about this book on my channel before, so if you've been watching my videos, this might be a little bit of a repetition for you, but this talks about how you can become your higher self, how you can find that higher self, and what it will really mean for you. And it explains lots of different things to think about, how you want to live your life, how you want to set up your life, become a very positive and optimistic person. So like I said, there are two books. This second book has quite a lot of activities in it that you can fill out and really put the theoretical part into practice, whilst the first book is more theoretical. Seriously, If you have not read this book yet, it is the top book that I would recommend. Then I've also read The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. This book is really good also for if you want to build up maybe some confidence or simply do your thing without having that fear of, oh, but what if, what if, what if? It is written in a very Gen Z way, so I would say it's a very easy to read and it's kind of funny, it kind of makes you laugh. It doesn't feel so serious and scientific. So if you're someone that doesn't really read self-help books too much, or you definitely just feel like you like fictional and romance and all this one is a little easier to get into. I'll make sure to link all of these books down below in my description box if you're interested in any of these. Now, the next book I haven't actually read myself, but I've heard it's supposed to be really good from both like online reviews, but also people in real life that have told me like, it's a very good book. And you might have heard of it before, but it is the 100 Essays That Will Change the Way You Think. But essentially it is literally 100 essays all written in this book, so you don't have to start from the beginning and read all the way to the end. You can start right in the middle, whatever. But it says here in the back that it includes why you should pursue purpose over passion, embrace negative thinking, see the wisdom in daily routine, and become aware of the cognitive biases that are creating the way you see your life. Some of these pieces have never been seen, others have been read by millions of people around the world. Regardless, each will leave you thinking, this idea changed my life. The back kind of gets you a bit interested. Definitely when I read that you should embrace negative thinking, for me, I'm like, oh, absolutely no way. Because for me, I'm very like, open mindset, seeing everything on the positive side, always finding the positive in the negative. So reading that, I'm definitely like, okay, I want to sit down and see what this book has to say. Now, the last book that I've just started reading, so I can't say too much yet, but it is more of a financials book, so getting into knowing how to handle your finances, understanding finances in general. We're never really taught about that in school. Even though I had economics as a class, they never teach you how to manage like your own finances. And I'm very lucky that, for example, my parents teach me about it and are open to me about it, but that's not always the case for everyone. So I've started reading this book. It's called Rich AF by Vivian Tu, who is also online known as Your Rich BFF. We love that. And she, from as far as I've read so far, she also writes very like Gen Z lingo. So far it's been such an easy read, and it's really making me understand and like open my eyes about finances and how rich people are rich in a way. It's very interesting. I'm very excited to read more. Let me know if you have any recommendations for books. Put them in the comments. I would love to know. I'm sure other people would love to know too, so let's help each other out. I almost forgot, but I'm also thinking about starting Atomic Habits because I have it, but I have the e-version like online on an iPad, so I can't show it, but like this is what it looks like. It's also been super much talked about on the internet, and it's all about like daily habits and how they can change your life. So also recommend, because I've heard so many people recommend it. I feel like good old times, let's have a little vision board making sesh in our bed for the cozy vibes, cozy mood. And let me also help you figure out if you're a little bit lost and like, okay, what do I put on my vision board? How does it work? All of that stuff. Let me teach you a little bit. First and foremost, if you did make a vision board at the beginning of the year, like I did, this is the time to look at it. Literally just look at it, see what were your goals, what were your intentions, what were you hoping that your life was gonna look like, and see if you've progressed in any of those areas, which I hope you have. Even if it's in the smallest steps, that absolutely still counts. So if we look at my vision board, I have blurred out a few items because this is very personal to me, and there are some things that are gonna start happening, but I don't want to spoil it just yet, but just know, I know you guys are going to be just as excited as I am. So yes, but overall I have definitely felt that this year I've had like two sides too. We have the one side that's all for self-love, getting to my fitness era, making sure my body feels good, looks good too, low-key. And so I've also been in my creative era. I've been trying to do new hobbies. I've started getting into sewing. I've been reading quite a lot. Low-key, I think I read around 2 to 3 books each month, which I'm so happy about and proud of myself for, but also like it's genuinely done me good, I feel like. And then we have the other side that's like work, hustle, let's create that content, let's post on social media, let's get our YouTube videos out twice a week. We're doing long form content every Wednesday and Sunday, plus short form content low-key every single day. So, but more, hello, I was hoping that maybe I was gonna get more PR packages, which low-key, which I have been receiving, and I'm so happy for it. I have yet to get paid for a collab, but I'm hoping that's coming soon. I also wrote discipline and consistency. Definitely always trying to remind myself that you cannot rely on motivation. You have to be dedicated, which I think I have been. Like, I've been posting twice a week on YouTube this whole year, not a day, not missed a single, not even been late for my scheduled times. So I think I kind of want to keep going the way I think what I've done is good. Now, could I do more? Probably yes. So if you've watched some of my other videos, you might have noticed that I also have done monthly vision boards. So each month as my phone background, where's my phone? My background on my phone is a vision board for the months, because every time in the middle it will say, like right now it says May, we're the 1st of June, so we need to make our June vision board, which also, as it's my phone background, I see it a lot more and it helps me refocus on, okay, what is it that I actually want to achieve? What is it that I actually want to do? Because if you make a vision board and then you just put it away and never look at it, like, you are not actively thinking about those goals, which will actually just make you forget about them completely, and that's not going to help you move forward with them. So make sure that they are as visible as possible. And I think I might even today, and I think what I want to do today is even print out my vision board and maybe either put it up on my wall or put it in a frame somewhere visible where I can see it like every single day. So if we get into the vision board making, I want to remind you that kind of this is how you hope, these are your goals that you want to achieve. And the best, I think the easiest way to do it is categorize your goals. So make sure you have goals for different categories, like your personal goals, career, or if you're in school, how do you want to do there, health and fitness. It doesn't just have to be going to the gym or moving your body. This can also be like the way you eat, for example, if you want to eat healthier, finances, and social life and hobbies. You really want to have all these categories in your vision board, because those categories are what's really important in our lives. You might prioritize work super much, but don't forget about your friends, your family, your alone time, because you never know what's going to happen in life. And the more you focus on just one thing, the scarier the situation becomes if that thing goes away. Like work. You never know. You might just lose your job, and because your whole world was your job, you're gonna be so much more upset and scared of what's coming next and what do I do now, than if you focus a little bit on work, a little bit on friends, a little bit on hobbies, a little bit on this, a little bit on that. Spread it out a little bit more. I also find it easier to literally write out my goals, and when I have a clear vision of these are my goals, then I'll start searching for the goals but in aesthetic Pinterest pictures, so that it's not just like a list, but it's more visual and pretty, of course. That for some reason always ends up taking so long because I'm always so picky with pictures and stuff, but we have a new wallpaper, and I even put my time in a yellow color, which I thought was so cute. But I'll show you my June mood board. I have a few things in there. For example, 2 pics of like literally just outfit pics, but I really want to get back into like putting a cute outfit on, feeling cute, feeling fashionable, playing with my clothes a little bit. Then we also have a little picture with a Sweden flag because I'm going to Stockholm during now in June with my mom. We're going for a few days. I'm so excited for that. It's gonna be so fun. We also have a few pictures with like friends and flowers and stuff, and that's also because midsummer is coming up. It's a Swedish tradition. If I have a video of last year's midsummer, if you want to check that out. I think I'm gonna be doing it. I'm not even sure. Like, have I booked my flights to go to Sweden for the 21st of June? No. But I feel like it's gonna happen. I don't know. And then I have a gym photo because we're staying consistent with the gym. I have a PR packet to, once again, more PR, more collabs, sponsorships. Yes, manifesting them. Content creation is also happening too, and then also a quote saying the only failure is not to try, which is so true because if you never try, you'll never know. Let me know if you've made a vision board in the comments down below. If you make a yearly one or a monthly one, how do you do yours? I want to say that the best way for you to make sure that your vision board is like coming true is to actually plan your days out and plan how those goals are coming true. So for example, if you are like, okay, you know, I want to hang out with my friends this month, I hope we can do this, whatever, literally call your friends, text your friends, ask them, okay, on this date, let's do this, let's plan it immediately so you know it will actually get done. Same thing if you're like, oh, I would love to travel this year, book those flights, book the hotel, do it now. Make yourself accountable. Set your goals like it were a dentist appointment. If you're able to do this, I want you to plan out your week Monday through Friday or Monday through Sunday as you wish, but literally make a routine for yourself. And now as we have set our goals and we know what we want to achieve, this is the moment where you are going to want to pull out your journal. If you don't have one, pull out a paper, a notebook, whatever you prefer to write on, and I want you to write your day as if it were happening right now, like your ideal day. I woke up at this time, first thing I did in the morning, and write like you were currently doing it. Basically a manifestation page. The most important thing here, I think, is just to write it in present tense. Seriously, like it's happening right now. Do you know what I mean? Ended up writing almost 2 whole pages of just like a daily routine, and after doing this I really feel like I so strongly recommend you to try it out too. As I did already mention, we are the 1st of June, which means we're also Sundays. So for me, Sundays are most definitely going to be more of a rest day and not a super productive day. But I thought that another thing we could do that helps with setting new intentions and starting this new like era in your life is definitely changing the space around you. Now, I'm not going to do a full like room makeover or anything, but I do think it could be a pretty good time to maybe switch out some of my prints that I have on my walls just to get a little refresh, a little feeling of newness in my room. I did already, as you saw, kind of switched out a little bit my magazines here made it look tiny bit different. But like this little corner here, it's the first view I have in the morning. Let's change up our space a little bit. You may recognize some of these prints because I had them up the first time that I really did like a room transformation, a real room transformation in this room. I had these two prints up and I wanted to put them back in here because I felt that they're super summery and they just make me so happy. I keep feeling like I look naked, but like I promise you I'm not. So I kind of want to switch out this one for the beach one. It's little people lying on the beach. Adorable. Or no, maybe the top one is the strawberry actually, and then this one will be on the bottom. Let me just remember how to actually do this. Did you just see how easy that was? We've set a whole new vibe and mood in maybe 2 minutes. So one last little tip that I have for you if you want to become your best self, become her, is sometimes you might have a little bit of a difficult time knowing exactly, okay, but how should I build up my perfect routine? Sometimes you're like, I don't even know what I want my goals to be. And I really like, at least when I feel like I want to romanticize my day, I know a little bit what I want, but I'm not sure. To romanticize my day, I'll definitely make sure to go in on Pinterest, type in the things I want to do, but then also add the text aesthetic right after it. But sometimes when you really are stuck in like, how do I make this a routine? How do I do whatever? What days should I do this? What days should I do that? I'm gonna tell you, literally just ask ChatGPT to make a routine for you. ChatGPT can even get you an exact plan on how you're going to reach your goals. Put in all your goals, ask ChatGPT to make you a routine, whether you want it to be a daily routine or how you're gonna do it week by week so that you can achieve those goals. And trust me, you'll have like the best personalized routine ever. One thing I definitely feel like I kind of struggle with, I don't know if you do too, let me know if you do so that I know I'm not the only one, but sometimes I feel like I get lots of ideas of things I want to do and then I have them in my head, but I kind of forget about them, and then each time I'm like going to bed, I'm like, oh, I really wanted to do that. Okay, I'll have to do that another day, whatever. And it can be from literally sometimes I'm just like, I just want to journal and I keep pushing it off, or other things like I want to fix a little thing in my room, I want to do this, do that, and I just always forget. So I think the best thing we can do here, first up, is write a list of all the things that I've been wanting to do. For me, what I know of right now is there's a skirt that I want to make into a mini skirt. If you watched my thrifting video that actually just came out today, so go watch that. I show a skirt that I thrifted at the beginning of this year. The beginning, probably 6 months ago. And I was saying like, oh, because I got the matching blazer to it. So I was like, the skirt, I'm just going to make it into a mini skirt and I'll be wearing it all the time. Have I done that yet? Absolutely not. Let's make my skirt into a mini skirt. Okay, ignore the crazy mess behind me, but this is the skirt. And as you can see, it's like a midi skirt. I don't really usually wear that. Okay, lighting is a little bit better in here, but like, look how cute this is now. I'm so gonna be wearing this all summer long, I feel like. Since we fixed the skirt, I was like, wait, let me just show you what it looks like with the blazer, like as the actual set now. This is the blazer that goes with it. You're joking. This is so cute. Can't wait to like actually wear this out. But with that said, I will leave you guys here, and I'm wishing you the best year. The last 6 months of this year, I hope they go absolutely amazing for you. I will see you in another video.